Blog Talk Radio.
What do you mean Grandma was possessed by the devil? What are you trying to sell me? Levitating? Wait. Did Grandma just turn Susan into a black cat? I'm out.
Welcome to Take Two Radio. We are pleased to bring you interviews with people in the entertainment and music industry, discussions and recaps of the 4 remaining daytime soaps. That's The Bold and the Beautiful, The Young and the Restless, General Hospital, and Days of Our Lives, as well as various other shows. For upcoming and previous shows, check take2radio.com. That's with the number 2. And you can find us on Blog Talk Radio, iHeartRadio, iTunes, and other streaming apps. Follow us on social media at Take Two Radio, and thanks for listening.
Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm David, your stand-in host for Take Two Radio Soaps and Review, and I'm subbing for Pam, who is ill, and we're missing our Candice, who is also ill today. And with me right now, I have Anthony and Will.
Hey, guys.
Hola.
And we may be joined by Carolyn in a few minutes, which is great. We want to send out all kinds of love and helpful vibes to Pam and Candice, who are both battling some, significant, not feeling so well kind of things. Candice, girl, you are going to be so missed tonight's show. When you hear this and you hear Willie and I going back and forth on our points, you're going to want to say so much, but we hope that you are getting some honey and tea and some good rest and warm, comfortable. Is that Carolyn?
There I am.
This is Carolyn coming in.
Queen! Girl, we're going to...
I'm trying to get used to this time change in my clocks. All my clocks are right. But I'm here.
We're gonna get to Salem in a few minutes, but we were just wishing Pam and Carolyn a speedy recovery. They're not feeling so well. Hopefully, all will be well by the time we come back to the airs on Take Two Radio in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Okay.
And I just want to
from Texas
and a shout out to everybody here. As of yesterday, we are 9 years on the years.
9 years of Take Two Radio.
Yeah.
Happy 9 years of Take Two Radio
Network. Yep. If I may, I just wanted to send a quick shout out. I wanted to send a quick shout out that today is with Veterans Day. I wanted to thank all of the men and women who serve and protect us, and those that we have missed during today's special, being a very special day to a lot of us, especially for me. I miss my brother, but again, it's a very special day for Veterans Day. So happy Veterans Day to everybody.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
I miss
Absolutely.
my hubby. Yeah, I miss my hubby. 42-year retired military.
So why don't we say hello to the elephant standing in the middle of the room? It's pink, it's polka dotted, it's got all kinds of colored polka dots on it. Let's talk
Not
about
too much.
Ingo and Steve.
Not
I
too
guess
much,
you
though,
didn't
please.
get the memo.
So
David, wouldn't that technically be 2 elephants in the room instead of 1?
Yeah. 2 elephants.
Willie. So here's I want to address this now up front. Folks that listen to Take Two Radio on a consistent basis know that I am part of the LGBTQ+. There's a whole lot of letters after that Q, but, we'd need a second alphabet to go all the way through it. I joke, and I mean it, from the bottom of my heart. I love my community.
Yes.
I want to address Ingo. I read the actual Instagram posting. I read the comments. I read everything involved in this, and I want to say this as someone who is a very out, loud, and proud member of the LGBTQ community. Yes. Ingo presented and forwarded a meme that I don't think that he took the time to really think about the ramifications of what the meme said when he sent it out. I think that we all do that. We all share things. We all forward things that we may not necessarily know all of the implications of what we might be forwarding, what we might be sharing.
True.
Having said that, I think that his apology to Cassandra James, a transgender actress who has broken the glass ceiling for so many out there, I don't think that his apology was wholehearted and heartfelt, but I want to give the benefit of the doubt. I absolutely do not believe that Ingo meant any maleficence or hard feelings when he shared what he shared. We are all just one click away from making a horrific mistake. Subsequently, between that and the situation with the vaccinations, Ingo has decided that General Hospital at this time is not the space and place for him. I have confirmation from folks at General Hospital that it was an absolute mutual decision. There were options presented. There were conversations that were had. Ingo did not feel at this time that what was presented to him would work for him and his family. And then, of course, the whole Cassandra transgender situation came up. But he was not fired. He was not let go. It was a mutual decision between him and the powers that be at ACB. And I implore everybody out there to take a look at his original posting and the follow-up comments that were on that posting. Ingo in no way made disparaging remarks or placed the LGBTQ or transgender community in a negative light. It was the controversy about the meme itself and the response to the meme. So I wanted to be very, very clear that it is not okay to forward that kind of information without some sort of referendum on it. But I truly do believe in my heart of hearts that he forwarded it thinking one thing and then went back and looked at it and realized, oh, this could be taken this way, this could be taken that way. We're all guilty of it, but we're not on ABC's General Hospital 7 years going strong. We don't get the attention. When we do something like that, it's only our friends and family that point out to us. Ingo, unfortunately, was dealing with the entire soap opera universe. So I hope that going forward, wherever Ingo lands, wherever he ends up, whether it be back on General Hospital in a couple of months, that we all give the patience of understanding that he wasn't disparaging the LGBTQ community. He was passing along something, and when he went back and looked at it and realized it could be mistaken for other forms of communication, that he did the right thing. So that is what I really wanted to say on that. Willie, David, any observations or comments on the situation as it stands?
No, I thought you handled that wonderfully.
Yeah, go ahead. You go first.
You handled that wonderfully, Anthony. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Willie?
As the LGBT community, also, I do feel the certain bluntness of the situation because I have transgendered friends, and it ruffled my feathers a little. But after what you just said, it is making sense a lot more to me. Like, we can all admit at some point we've all sent that meme that we wish we took back and made a mistake on. But thanks to media, there's no way to re-edit that unless you delete it and resend it again. So I can understand where you're coming from in that situation. As far as Ingo goes, whether or not other people can see it or not, it's it's in our ways of somehow to forgive others. But I just want to say that I do wish him all the best. And if he returns, all the better to him. But it's like you just said as well, let's be open about it and let's not just be ready to throw those pitchforks at a certain character or actor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think we should address the COVID situation as well. And is it okay, David? Do you mind if I give my standpoint as in opening this conversation?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to take that as a yes.
If you are as beautiful as it was, as what you just said, go ahead. I'll let it go.
So I reached out to my sources at General Hospital, and it has been confirmed that as of now, and this is a temporary situation, it is not this is the end of the line situation. As of right now, General Hospital and Steve Burton have decided that he is not going to work for the foreseeable future based upon what's going on with the vaccine mandates. I would like to ask all of our soap fans out there to respect the process. There are protocols that are put into place for the safety of not only the actors, the writers, the cameramen, the craft services, but there are protocols that are put into place because all of those people go home. They have children. They have potential grandparents. They have extended families that they all want to interact with as well. And so if someone, for a personal choice, for a personal reason, whether it be medical, whether it be religious, if someone cannot or does not want to participate in the vaccine protocol that we currently have, that is their choice. General Hospital and Steve Burton have come to an understanding, and for the foreseeable future, he won't be taping. That does not mean that he is done with General Hospital, period. So let's hope that this virus, this horrific virus, is in its final surge, and that by this time next year, it will be a memory. And that by this time next year, we'll be dealing with JSAM, Liaison. What are they calling Britt and Jason? Is there a name for Britt and Jason yet?
J-Brit.
Jabrit.
Yo, it's Jabrit. Let's hope by this time next year that we are arguing all the different storyline points and not vaccine mandates or memes that should not have been shared but were shared. As far as Steve Burton and General Hospital are concerned, they are in complete accordance with where they are right now. So there will be a break in filming, but he has not been fired. He is not off contract, but he will not be on our screens for a period of time until this is situated. And we honestly don't know. No one knows what people go home to. I don't disclose my personal family situation. Some folks might remember my mom just recently passed away. I didn't see my mom for almost 2 years because of the pandemic, because of her lung cancer, et cetera, et cetera. I was luckily able to, with PPE and medical precautions, I was able to be there before the end. But we don't know what folks go home to. And we don't know what folks' medical situations are. So let's be very, very open-minded about the situation. All right? That's our public service announcements.
Yeah, I've got some quick questions, just nothing too big, but I am just curious if you can clarify. When you mentioned about the mandate, okay, and like you said, everybody does have the right to choose if they're not going to be vaccinated or if they're going to stay unvaccinated. Right. Of course, that's their choice. Okay. So can you clarify for us, does that mean that he did not lie saying that he was vaccinated? Because I think that's what some fans are getting confused about.
Okay. So from what
briefly, Anthony,
from what I was told by General Hospital PR staff, which PR is public relations,
of course,
he never lied about his status. He disclosed his status all along. He disclosed his feelings about. He never lied about his status. He was supposed to be tested twice a week to be on set. But when other persons, both actors and it's not only Nancy Legrand who is taking the brunt of this, it's not only Nancy Legrand, it's crew members and production staff that said that they were not comfortable with someone being on the set unless they followed the protocols that everyone else was following. Steve is a huge draw for the show. They tried to accommodate everyone, but when it came down to it, decisions had to be made, and it is a mutual. It is absolutely a mutual decision between his camp and the General Hospital people.
Okay, so my second question for you is, are they going to recast the character, or are they just going to usher him out temporarily like you just mentioned?
We don't know.
Okay, that's fine. I just was wanting to know those two.
What I have been told is he is not off contract or fired. So I would highly doubt that they're going to recast the character on a permanent basis. There is a potential that they would recast the character for a short period of time to wrap up whatever storyline is going on, but he has not been fired. He has not been parted from the General Hospital family as of now.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate all that.
You're welcome. All right.
Now for the entertainment.
Carolyn. Right. Carolyn, my love, step right up and let's get right into Days of Our Lives. There have been levitations. There have been transformations. Are you pro or con with the whole Marlena is possessed version 2.0 storyline?
Go ahead, Carolyn.
Queen.
Hello.
There
Hello.
she is.
Go ahead, Carolyn. You're on.
Well, I'm loving it, and I think Deidre Hall is doing, I think she's doing the best ever. I mean, the look on her face, she is enjoying this part. I don't know, a lot of the fans don't like it, but I like it. And now Susan, oh my God, this is just off the charts. I'm loving it.
You mean meow meow, Susan?
Yes, meow meow.
Yep.
Pussycat. Yeah, where are you?
Marlena was going to go take Susan to the shelter, and Belle says, don't say you really want to do that? They might put her to sleep. And it says, yeah, and she says, yes, I know.
I'm sorry. Entertainment value. This is just so good. It's so good.
I hope that the ratings are getting skyrocketed here, because I, for one, am riveted throughout the whole entire storyline.
Well, ghouls and goblins are in. People, they go, look at, what was that show that ended, was it last year? The Walking Dead. I mean, people were going crazy for that. So there's an element of society out there that are loving it.
Kudos to Marlena when she kissed Nick.
Guys,
I have a question for you guys about this. Someone posted it on Facebook. I'm not sure where. Maybe it was in our club, Carolyn, the Fanatics.
Okay, yeah.
Do you guys think this whole thing we're seeing with Marlena and the Devil Possessed is really Johnny's movie?
Oh, see that? that could very well be. That's a good slant.
Okay, so
or is it Sammy having a nightmare?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go with I would much prefer, if they're gonna go that route, that it's Sammy having a nightmare. This is exactly why I wish Candice was here with us, because I know my girl and I know what she'd have to say about this. If this is gonna be pulled back, retold, that this didn't actually happen, that this is a fantasy, that this is something. If it's a movie, we're way beyond 2 hours of, movies are somewhere between 90 minutes and 2 hours long. We're way beyond what the scope of a movie would be. So if they're going to try to play that this was all a movie, you're going to turn off a lot of viewers. If this is someone's dream, nightmare, fantasy, I could go with that. I could absolutely go with that.
Especially since it's going to be all the way through February sweeps, right? That's what you all mentioned last time.
Yeah. It's going all the way through February sweeps. Now, I have to say that.
It feels to me like Dallas Bobby coming out of the shower saying, "What I missed."
Yeah.
If Sammy wakes up chained in a room somewhere and this has always been a dream, I'm okay with that. But to be Johnny's movie, no, because a movie is supposed to be 2 hours. This is, I'm not going to buy that.
Exactly. I wouldn't buy that either, no.
And that leads right into the point that I wanted to discuss. And that is, when you are a soap fan, you're automatically enrolled in the class of, I am willing to suspend my belief in reality to accommodate for storytelling. So where is that line? Where does it end? How far are you willing to go to have entertaining story? And if you're willing to accept characters coming back from the dead multiple times, if you're willing to accept evil twins coming, et cetera, if you're willing to accept that, babies can be born to blah, 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 blah. If you're willing to accept that aborted pregnancies can be re-immersed in another woman and 20 years later, the adult grown child can pop up and he's like 35 years old as far as physicality is concerned, then can't you accept the devil storyline, the possession storyline on Days of Our Lives?
It's entertainment, and I find it very campy.
It's entertainment.
It's entertainment, and some of the scenes. I mean, I'm laughing. I said, "Oh, this is just priceless."
I love it. I love it so much because you got all the characters roaming around.
I'm sorry, I got to say this. With all that we went through the last 2 years of the pandemic, to watch a possession storyline, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
You're taking me out of the misery of I have to put that mask on every time I leave my house. You're taking me out of the fact that it was 18 months before I could touch my mother before she passed away. So I'm all for the entertainment of it all.
Yeah.
And you know what else? I want to give kudos to Ron for this because I felt bad for Deidre when they interviewed her about this before it started. She did hint. She says some fans may like it, others will hate it. But at the same time, let's give kudos to Ron because I got to admit, I am loving this so much better than the 5 years time jump.
Yeah.
It's Take Two Radio. We try to be as fair as we possibly can. But, Willie, I'm right there with you. This is engaging me way more than the time jump did. And I am one of the people that supported the time jump. I think that time jump was good for Days of Our Lives. I really do. Ultimately, said.
No, I liked it. I
love
it.
Great.
I love the time jump. But this is so much better. It's like watching
this is so much better.
Daytime, primetime mixed all together. You see how the characters roaming around. And best of all, again, I'm getting kudos to Ron. Not one character is being neglected. Every single one of them is being affected by the storyline, and it's amazing.
Yep.
That's what you call an umbrella storyline. From writer to writer, kudos to Ron. I am bowing down because that is exactly what I do when I'm writing my stories.
And kudos to Ron on this as well, because a lot of people were worried that this storyline would neglect the history of what happened 28 years ago in Salem. No. John's remembered, and John's been dealt with. Susan remembered, Susan's been dealt with. They're not pretending like this never happened before. They're not pretending like, you know, there's a whole arc to the storyline that makes complete and total sense. So I'm so on board.
And there's a masterpiece.
I'm enjoying this.
Yes, there's a masterpiece to the whole entire story, because you've got the how do you say it? Port Charles has that history of the town being frozen. Salem has this thing of supernaturals and people coming back from the dead. This is what David is all about. This is what the history is all about. This is what the characters are all about. So again, Days is on fire right now with all of this.
Yep, it is. Devil didn't start it first.
But I gotta love how you think about it. Every time Marlena encounters somebody, it's like a curse. You already know where it's gonna go. So for them to move it all the way to February, it's gonna make you wonder who else is Marlena gonna go after, because you got a long cast of characters there. You still got Chad. You still got Abby. We got Gwen and Xander. Marlena can mess with them as well.
Yeah.
Long
we
list.
do. Anthony dropped. Call back, Anthony. Oh, no. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Am I back?
Yeah, I can. You're back.
I got kicked off. I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh, it happens.
That's okay.
It happened to me a few weeks ago.
All right, at least I got back on. Okay, what did I miss?
Yep.
Okay, Anthony, I got to ask you, what are you enjoying about this whole storyline?
So honestly, I have to say, the way they introduced the storyline with Doug and faking us out with the Alzheimer's, classic. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Just the whole nod to the history and the fact that they're not playing us like we're stupid. It happened. Yeah. It happened before. We're remembering. If they would have presented this without the Johnny movie thing going on, without the nod to that people know it happened, people remember it happened, I would be like, I'm so done. I'm disgusted.
Yes.
The fact that they've treated us like we're loyal viewers that remember 20 years ago, 25 years ago, 20 years ago, David?
25.
Nonetheless. Yeah, 25. The fact that they're treating us like viewers that have been watching for 25 years that remember this, I'm so in. Honestly, if they want to, spew split pea soup all over the set, I'm in. Whatever they're going to do with this, I'm in, because they've treated us like the fans we deserve to be treated.
And I
you
all of that, yeah.
The fact that they started with Doug
25 years ago when this
God.
When they first played it.
Okay, I'm going to tell you straight up. When Marlena levitated 25 years ago, I can tell you exactly where I was. I was with my nanny, who's no longer with us, who watched Days of Our Lives for as long as it was on. She watched from day one until the day she died.
Right.
I remember I was at my nanny's house, and we were watching, and we were blown away. And we were both Susan/Kristen fans at that point. And then, oh my God, my little Elvis, I gotta protect my little Elvis. We were so in with Eileen Davidson and her portrayal of all three at that time, because there were only three characters. It was Susan, Kristen, and Mary.
Mary Beth.
Mary Moira or whatever.
No, Mary
yeah.
Moira.
Mary Moira. We were so in at that point. And then when she, my little Elvis. You know, Channel 7,
like yesterday,
ABC were my soaps at that point. But somebody's being possessed by the devil? Oh, my children, I love you, but you ain't got as much going on as Marlena levitating off the bed. I got to go.
And what about that classic moment where John's talking to Marlena and her eyes are glowing in the corner? That gave me goosebumps. I know exactly what you're talking about. I love all of that. And for me, I'm enjoying this because I grew up to Dallas and, was it Passions? And I like that they're mixing it Passions. I love that because if you remember on Dallas, they did something not like this, but in the reverse side, when they had Pam and she supposedly died in a car crash and she returned again back from the supposedly she didn't die, but she returned with a new face. That's what Ron's giving us. He's giving us that excitement and that drama that comes from a soap opera and even on primetime. So he's doing a great job. I love it.
Let's give a nod to one of the greatest recasts ever. Dynasty / The Colbys. Fallon, who was originally played by Pamela something, whatever. Fallon was presumed. Pamela Sue Martin. Thank you. You go, my David. But she was presumed dead in a car accident, and then she popped back up on the Colbys in the guise of Emma Samms. One of the greatest soap opera recasts ever. Absolutely. We had to suspend all our disbelief. And back on the Dynasty canvas, I don't know if folks remember this, but there was the big murder mystery of who died at the bottom of the lake, et cetera, et cetera. And then Jeff and Fallon and the brother, what was the brother's name? Miles, was it?
Adam.
That was one of no, not Adam. Jeff's brother. Was it Miles? Miles Colby. Yeah, Miles. That was one of the greatest soap opera recasts ever. So I am so down with the suspension of disbelief. I'll suspend all of it. If you're going to tell a story that entertains me and that in the end moves the drama forward, I'm all for it. Same thing with memory mapping. I was really down with that storyline. It went off the rails, unfortunately, at the 3/4 of the way through. But that whole original storyline, I was so down with. Erica Kane had an abortion in 1979. It came back in 1998, 9, whatever it was. It came back, with her grown adult child having been birthed by. You know what? That's good storytelling.
You're talking Sarah Michelle Gellar.
What was that?
Yeah, that reminds me of that movie.
That's Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh. Let's not talk about Sarah Michelle Gellar. I mean, that's Buffy, baby. That's Buffy.
She wasn't a child. I thought it was Josh.
No, it was what's his name? Dr. Madden, Greg Madden, the kid. What was his name?
Josh.
Josh. Yes,
was
Josh.
The boy.
Colin.
What was his name? I can't remember his name.
And that's right. And then they flirted with incest because for a brief period of time they were trying to pair him up with Alicia Minshew, who was Sarah Michelle Gellar's
That was messed
counterpart.
up. That was messed
up.
That made me nauseated.
No, but it was good storytelling.
Oh, it was. Don't get me wrong, but I still felt nauseated over it. But,
no, Willie, come on. Admit to me, right here on Take Two Radio, if somebody's going to come back from the dead, you want them to come back and wreak havoc all over the place.
Yes, we do.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
can't
Carolyn.
remember, did what's her name? Erica's older daughter now. What? Kendall? Did she know that was her brother, or did she not know? Yeah, Kendall.
No.
Did she know that Josh? Oh, okay. That's what threw me off for a minute. I didn't know what was going on there.
No one knew. So they were getting all kinds of hot and heavy. And then Ian Buchanan playing Greg Maddox. Was it Maddox, David?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
He he was the only one that knew what was going on. So it was his moral, whatever going on in his own heart, head, et cetera, knowing that he was about to get it on with his sister. Yeah, that was.
Yeah. Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, that was soap opera wise. That was really good storytelling.
Oh, yeah.
Carolyn,
I think I was
I'm
watching
glad you
that.
clarified that. Thank you.
Besides the actual devil, what else is going on in Salem?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Queen?
I can hear you.
I'm having problems, so you can hear me. Well, Gwen was finally outed. The fans are not liking that. They're thinking that Abby is being really mean. What do you think?
No.
The way I feel, I get that Gwen needed to be outed for her own good, but as far as Abby goes, I'm kind of tired of Abby because every time something goes wrong for Abby, she just wins and packs her bags and she exits town and she leaves. So the way I see it is if Abby can't handle the heat, then girls, stay away.
Honestly, Willie couldn't have said it better for me. I kind of feel the same way. I'm really tired of Abby falling back on everything that's against her, everything that's not her fault, as though we don't have to deal with consequences in life no matter what we do, no matter what happens. So I kind of agree with Willie. I'm over that piece of it.
Yeah, that's why it kind of ruined Shabby for me. I just want Chad to find somebody that isn't Abby, and just please find him some other woman. I don't even care if it's Gabby or whoever, but anybody but Abby. Because I bet you anything, and this isn't on Ron or his writing, it's just the character. I bet you $5 that Abby is going to go disappear by the time the holidays come around again. We're almost December, January. I bet you she's going to run high and tail.
No, the Abby is the other Abby's coming back. This Abby is Marcy Miller is leaving.
Marcy Miller's coming back. There's actually not,
coming back.
From what we're told, there's not going to be a break between the two Abbeys.
No. Hopefully they're not going to make her that much of a victim. I think it's the writing. She's just too much of a victim.
Is they're doing a switcheroo?
Yeah, they're doing the switcheroo again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel sometimes we're on a merry-go-round and we're going to fall.
Let's get it straight. Marcy is leaving, and Kate's coming in.
And Kate's coming back, yes. But there's not going to be
Marcy wants to be with her new baby. She wants to be with her new baby.
Yeah, I can understand that. That makes sense. Yeah. And I wish her all the best. Again, it's nothing on the actresses. I'll be honest, there's nothing on the actress. It's just the character for me, no matter who's playing Abby now. If they're not going to have Abby stick around,
I think,
exactly. If you can't write for Abby, or if you don't know what to do with her, then go ahead, write her off. We can accept it.
Yeah.
Yeah, think about it.
I think all 4 shows have proven at this point, and I'm going to point to Y&R because they're the most recent example of this. We can let characters go on a day-to-day basis and bring them back when they're most needed and feel that feel. And it's okay to let characters go for a while so that we refresh our need for them, so that we refresh our zeal and excitement for them.
Yeah.
There's only 4 soaps left on the air. So
Go
ahead, Bill.
Go ahead. I wasn't trying to cut you off. But I was going to say is, what the problem is, and this is for all the soaps, they need to quit showing one same character almost on every single day. You need to you have to have a rhythm. I mean, again, I'm a writer. I write fanfics. Not one time do I use one character and show them every single episode. That's overkill. Get some variety. Add it up, mix it up, show it. But you don't have to show Abby every single day. I mean, I'll give her a pass now because I love her with the humor with Johnny and Chad. She's adorable. She's a sweetheart. She reminds me of her mom. But when Abby's by herself, that's where I get bored.
Yeah.
I agree with you 110%. Absolutely. But I'm going to give this caveat. We have to, when we give our suspension of disbelief to the storylines, we also have to give our suspension of disbelief to the tenets that hold us to reality. Because we're dealing with limited budgets, et cetera, et cetera. I agree with everything you said. However, we're looking at only a certain amount of folks that can push storylines forward. So we have to kind of get over the fact that this actor is not getting as much play as this actor, because 6 months from now, it's going to be the exact opposite. That actor is going to get all the play, and the other one is on the back burner seat. It's what we, the biggest problem that I have with The Bold and the Beautiful is a problem that can't be solved. My biggest problem with The Bold and the Beautiful is you're in LA and you're only focusing on 7 people. There's other people out there. You don't have to go from Liam to Wyatt to have a man in your bed. There's 27 million people in Los Angeles, except
oh my God,
there's not.
Yes,
wait, hold on.
I want to
there's
scream
not
every time I see that.
million people. There's not 27 million people on the Bold and the Beautiful payroll. They only have those 7 primary characters to play with. Even though in my brain I know it's LA. There's male models, female models coming in and out of Forrester Creations all day, every day. Does she have to, when she's broken up with Liam, does she have to go to Wyatt or Bill? No.
Why did Vinny have to stay with Paris? He's got models that he works with. Let him have a fling.
Yes and no.
I get you. I agree. Again, that's me, and the writer in me wants to scream. There's so much potential that soap can have if they just break out a little bit with the conundrum. Zende would flirt with a model and have an affair. Liam can find himself being bisexual and go look for Oliver.
Willie, you just gave life to one of my fantasies. Absolutely. Oh my God, wasn't Oliver adorable?
Well, Brooke thought so.
Yeah.
Brooke thought so.
All right. So, Carolyn, anything else on Days that you think needs to be highlighted?
No, I think we covered it all, and that was a great intro
so?
to Bold and the Beautiful.
All right. Willie, why don't you give us the recap since the last time we were here at Take Two Radio? What's been going on in the last 2 weeks in Los Angeles, a.k.a. The Bold and the Beautiful?
Welcome to Los Angeles, where the models want to date the designers, and the company can't choose between a CEO half the week. But the drama is just getting here because Sheila Carter is alive, and she's causing all kinds of chaos, making the hunky doctor that's married to Steffi believe that that's her son. But is he really her son, or is that just another lie? What if he's actually somebody else's son, but she's posing as his mom? What if his mom turned out to be Quinn? Wouldn't that be a twist? Then we also got the biological father.
Yep.
It turns out he's actually Sheila's baby daddy. But is he really her baby daddy? What if it's Eric? We don't know.
What if it's Deacon?
Donna's after Eric, her honey bear.
Wait.
I got to tell you, I love that.
Willie, what if it's Deacon?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if it's Deacon?
I could see her doing that. I could see Sheila doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheila would do something like that. She would make someone else believe that. Yeah. That'd be good. Okay, now here's what's going on with Cindy and Paris. Paris is flirting with Steffi's husband in her own naughty, neurotic way, and Zende thinks that he's got a shot being all happy bliss with Paris, but it's not all what you think it is. There's going to be a twist coming up, so prepare for that. It's coming up really soon before Sweeps ends. So get ready for an exciting showdown coming up. And Brooke has to defend her baby daddy Deacon, who she probably secretly still loves, because I know if I were Brooke, I'd go with Deacon over Rich any day. Rich thinks he's king of the castle.
Oh, I don't know if that...
Because he's got to take control of Deacon by the arm like a kid and say, get out of my house. And Brooke's like, don't touch him, leave him alone. Thank goodness, Catherine Kelly Lang, thank you for portraying the royal Brooke. It's about time Brooke got a spine. And finally, we got Eric and Quinn, and they're doing like a what do you call it? Love me not triangle with Donna, I think.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes,
Willie, I agree with almost everything you said, except when it comes to the Eric, Donna, Quinn thing. They had such a storyline potential with Eric.
They did.
I'm just going to say it the way it is. Eric can't get it up.
They do have a good story, but like you're saying, I think what happened is somehow they must have lost interest in the story, or somehow it just fell flat. Because now you got Katie in the mix with Carter, and it's like, which way are we going now? Is Katie going to be with Carter, and then there's going to be a triangle with her and Bill? I think they're trying to figure out which way they want to go in a different direction.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So that right there, let's unpack that right there. Hey, Bill, Mr. Bill Bell, and everybody, the powers that be at the Bold and the Beautiful, don't use us as storyline gaugers. Don't throw things out, then leave them sitting on the sidelines for a couple of weeks, because the production has to catch up to what you're seeing in the fan universe, whether it be Twitter, social media, whatever social media, et cetera, et cetera. Don't gauge on us how the storylines are going and leave them in limbo for weeks on weeks so that you can give us what you think we want. No. No, if you're going to commit to something, do it. If it doesn't work, a.k.a. Guiding Light and the clone storyline, you can still find a way out of it. And you should find a way out of it. Don't be lazy. Yeah. Don't lay it all on our back.
Yes. I got a quick question for you. This is a two-parter. First question, who's that guy that plays Bill's right hand or was Bill's right hand? What was his name?
Justin.
Okay, this is the question for you. This is like the first of two parts. Okay, is Brooke still going to be on Young and the Restless as a crossover, or was that just rumor?
No, that was just a rumor. That's not happening.
Okay. Second question. Bill's right-hand man, he's related to Olivia from Young and the Restless.
Yes.
So my question is, how come he hasn't visited Moses? Why isn't he calling or visiting Moses out in Genoa City? Doesn't that get you curious? Aren't they related?
They are. Oh, wait. No. He's not related to Moses, per se, because Olivia or Drew isn't his mother. No, so he's not
They're
related
cousins,
to Moses.
Right? Isn't he
Olivia's
cousin? Okay, that's where I get confused. Okay.
He's Olivia.
So let's say Drew ever
Olivia
came back.
and Drew's cousin.
Is Drew related to him too?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay, I'm curious. I'm going to throw this out to you. If Drew ever returned, I could see Tim Fields playing the role of Drew.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also think Whitley Gilbert from A Different World. I think
that's Jasmine Guy.
Yes, I love her. Jasmine Guy. She would be another perfect role as Drew. Yes.
Okay, so
wow.
I want to say this. I want to say this one thing before we move on to Genoa City.
Yeah.
Bold and the Beautiful, thank you. the last time we saw Sheila, she was schlepping mozzarella sticks at a bar. Not totally out of the realm of what could be expected from that character, but based upon what we've known of Sheila all, the last 30 years, it was such a letdown. So I'm going to give Bold and the Beautiful incredible amount of credit for having given Sheila the storyline she deserves this time around. Having said that, we're all watching now. You can't drop the ball now. This has to lead to cuckoo crazy. It has to end in some kind of cuckoo crazy. It has to. You cannot redeem this.
Something's going down, I think, next Friday, because Jack is returning. Ted King is coming back on.
You know what I would like to see, and this is just for me, again, the writer coming out here. I would love to mix it up with having Lauren drop by to visit her good friend Eric, and she finds out later about Sheila. But also another person that could drop by into this mix would be Amber, because don't forget, Amber and Sheila have had a history too.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. I love Tracy Bergman. I love Lauren. But that time has passed. Most soap viewers right now don't remember Lauren and Sheila. They don't remember it anymore. Amber needs to come back, but not only does Amber need to come back, but she needs to throw into Sheila's face going to say the entire word, but B-I***C-H.
Yep.
How many children do you have? You focus on this one right now? What about Daisy?
Yeah.
Where your other kid? Yeah.
I got a question
Diana.
for you. Doesn't Amber has Deacon's son, right?
Last I knew, yes.
Is that her baby daddy, Deacon?
Let's put it this way: the way they left the storyline, yes.
Yeah.
Do we think that there's a possibility that they're...
What's her son's name?
It's Eric.
Oh, it is Eric?
I believe it's Eric.
It is Eric.
I believe it's Eric.
It's Eric.
Okay, that's the thing. It'd be cool, even if they don't bring Amber. How about bringing little Eric that's all grown up? How about letting him drop into Los Angeles? That'll be some drama.
Okay, here we go. I'm sorry.
Yes.
But, yes, I agree with that. But if you're going to do that, we need Jacob Young and we need France. What's her name in real life? France?
Adrian
France.
Yeah.
We need the two of them to be waiting in the wings to bring the drama. Absolutely. All right, folks.
Well, we should still have you. Go ahead.
I was going to say let's move over to Port Charles and General Hospital.
Oh, okay.
All right, all set.
But I'm being selfish because I have to get off at 8:40. So,
okay.
I'm sorry. If you guys want to stay on the Bold and Beautiful, I'm fine with that. Oh no, we should go over to the Young and the Restless.
Yeah, no, I was just going to throw in
go to
that
Young
if
and the
they
Restless.
like what you had said before with Amber and all them. I was just thinking if they couldn't bring Amber back, they could always have Deacon's son show up, and maybe he could intern with Forster Creations, and stir up a little bit, and he could call his mom and say stuff like that.
And I'm going to say
keep
this:
up to date.
If they do that, they need Amber back either way. And if Adrian France is not available, I'm going to give you the exact actress who can play the part: Melissa Archer. Bam!
Oh, you're good.
I'm good. Melissa Archer, a.k.a. Natalie from One Life to Live.
Okay, yes, you get my vote.
Thank you. All right, let's go on over to Genoa City and check in with those folks.
Okay, first off, I have an announcement for Young and the Restless.
Mm-hmm.
Let's congratulate Melissa Claire Egan on 10 years with YNR.
10 years.
Well,
No, wait, hold up. Do we all realize that her 10 years on The Young and the Restless means that we're 11 years since All My Children went off the air?
Yeah.
Okay. I have one thing to report. Pine Valley has been picked up for a series replacement or a mid-year series, whatever you want to call it. Pine Valley will be on our airwaves in January 2023.
Wait,
oh my God, my birthday. Yes, thank
you.
January 2023, we're going to see the first episodes of Pine Valley. That's what it's tentatively being called right now. It's not going to be called All My Children. It's going to be called Pine Valley.
But not this coming year. We have to wait 2023.
We have to wait a little longer. And the biggest star in the Pine Valley universe has signed on for the first 13 episodes.
Miss Susan Lucci.
Erica Mother effing Kane. I can't say the word on air, but Erica Mother F. Kane will be part of the Pine Valley reboot in primetime, airing January 2023 on the ABC network. I don't care. Right now, I'm sorry. I am raising my glass.
You are awesome, and you definitely made me cry because I cried when we lost Pine Valley. I cried when we lost All My Children because I was so invested in that show. So I'm so thankful to ABC and to the cast and the writers for wanting to reboot Pine Valley. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
Well, then, Willie, my good buddy Willie, thank Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa because they are the ones that have ushered this into reality. Well, one more.
And Agnes is done.
Yes.
And then, yes, you're right, David. Yes, absolutely. Merritt Nixon. He's got another name, but I don't remember the middle name. But Merritt Nixon also. Yeah. We've got one more thing that's on the horizon. It is not a done deal, but we are praying and hoping. Netflix is exploring the option to reboot One Life to Live. So let's hope and pray.
Oh, my God. Thank you, Netflix. Well, I got a quick question for both of you, David and Anthony, because I heard from my sources about this, and I know it's already confirmed, but I thought maybe you might get more insight. It's a certain character that's supposed to join YNR, and it says that she holds a mystery key to one of the characters. Do you have an insight?
I do.
I don't.
Okay, if you can share it, I would love to hear it. It's just, as soon as I heard about it, I was like, oh, my God, don't tell me she's connected to Adam, because that's usually how it works when they try to bring someone for Adam. But what if it's someone for Chance or Noah? Because remember, Noah's been kind of evasive about his past.
Okay. David, let's see if you get this. It is a character that is connected to Ray. It is a character that we have seen on screen before. It is a character that had chemistry with Jack.
With Jack?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. Is it
Anita? Are you talking Eva LaRue?
I sure am. She is signed on for 3 months' worth of YNR. Yes, I sure am. It is Miss Eva LaRue.
Oh, my God. Dude, you're just making my day. I love Eva LaRue. She's my favorite.
She signed on for 3 months' worth of appearances on The Young and the Restless, and all I can pray, as much as I'd love to see her in Pine Valley in, nighttime television, et cetera, I would I would be very, very, very okay with seeing her every day on screen, on CBS, on The Young and the Restless. So if Pine Valley has to redirect whatever writing they might have because Ava LaRue is no longer available, I'm fine with that. Pair her with Jack. She's only signed on for 3 months right now. But pair her with Jack and sign her up on a year, 5-year contract, please.
Perfectly, yes. Okay, so what about this mystery woman that's coming in that holds the key to the past? Besides Eva LaRue, is there anyone else that you are hearing about that's supposed to be popping up?
Yes, I have heard one, but Anthony, can you confirm for me if it's true? They have a recast for Chance.
I have heard very unofficially that it has something to do with Drew. Not Victoria Rowell herself, but I have heard that character has something to do with Drew.
Oh, Drusilla.
David, what have you been hearing?
Oh, my God. Okay,
well,
I can work with that.
Willie, you're putting it together right now, aren't you?
I am.
You see where it fits, don't you?
My fan fiction just came true, so yes, I'm piecing it all together now.
Yep. All right, David. Good. What about you? What have you heard?
I'm just hearing things, but I need a confirmation that they have recasted the role of Chance. Is it true?
I have heard.
Yes, that's confirmed.
I have heard nothing. You have heard a confirmation of the recast?
Yes. Actually, yes, and you can actually get it off of my Twitter, too, because I'm proud to announce it. Oh, what is his name? I just had it, too. There's a picture that he took with Noah from Y&R. I'd have to look it up for you guys. Chat among yourselves. Let me get his name again. Hold on. That is confirmed.
Oh, this changes everything. But I heard that it was a character that was associated with, but not Drew herself.
Oh, okay, I found it. Okay, the confirmation is the new chancellor is going to be Connor Floyd.
Oh, interesting.
And get ready, because the teaser that I heard tonight, and I'm happy to announce it for y'all, you heard it the first here in Take Two Radio. The little birdies are telling me that Chance is going to appear this month.
Okay, I heard that Mariah was going to go on the run with the baby. So
she may as well. I'm over Mariah. I'm over her Mariah. I thought they were going to put her in the loony bin for a little bit, but if they're just going to ruin the character that way and let her keep being off so much, then let her run. If the rumor I heard was Stitch was going to return, and I was like, let Stitch return, kidnap her one more time, and just end it. Just let Mariah stay away.
Okay, you know what? If Stitch returns and they run away together with the baby, I'm actually on board with that storyline. I don't like it, but I'm on board with it because I think it will be really entertaining and worth watching.
And it would, because they would open all the doors. Don't get me wrong, I love the baby, but let's be truthful. The baby is not even being it's not being neglected, but Abby has a baby that she doesn't have time for, obviously. Devon is dealing with having to worry about Mariah. He's not there to take care of the baby like he would like to. So the way I see it, and I could see JG doing this, I think what's going to happen is Mariah could probably disappear with the baby, and this will let everybody be free from the baby and just move on forward with the storyline. That's the only way to do it.
I agree with you up until the point where just be done with it. I think that at some point they're going to have to resolve what happens with the baby and then be done with it. If that means Mariah is no longer on Candice, I think I'm okay with that.
Story forward.
Yeah,
okay.
I think I'm okay with that.
All right, cool.
All right.
Now, there was another little birdie thing.
I like to lose.
Well, I did hear that Noah's ex-girlfriend that we've yet to hear about, I heard that they were trying to think of casting her as well. So as soon as I get more updates, I'll let you all know about her.
Okay, I can give you some insight onto that. They are casting Noah's ex-girlfriend, and they have been looking at what's her name? Oh my God, what's her name? She played Sam when Sam was sick. Lindsay something.
Oh, Lindsay Hartley? Lindsay
Hartley. Yeah, Lindsay Hartley is in the casting process with The Young and the Restless.
How about that?
I can see that happen. I can see that. Okay.
Yeah.
I can accept it.
Me too.
For Noah's girlfriend? For Noah's girlfriend?
Yeah.
Don't forget, we've never met her before. It's a character that we've heard about only because of Noah, but we've never met her on screen.
We never.
And yeah,
David and Anthony. David and Anthony, is it true that they're trying to recast Lola, Ray's sister, or are they going to let that be?
Okay.
I haven't heard anything to that much.
They're not recasting Lola. The actress that played Lola is coming back for 3 episodes to just put the finish on a storyline that's open right now. She's coming back for 3 episodes, and then she's done. It's not a recast.
I love you, Sasha. Congratulations being Supergirl.
Right? All right. Let's go.
What else are we loving? What else are we loving about Y&R?
Okay. I have to say this.
A little more.
I'm loving Sharon and Ray right now, to be honest. I think it's the realest. What?
I always have. I always like them together.
But I think it's the realest portrayal of a couple that we've seen on The Young and the Restless in a long time. They're actually facing the real issues that are in front of them, rather than some my friend's ex something that might be stalking, but we think we killed him, but we might not have killed him, and we might have buried him. This is the first real life situation being addressed in that couple. And the fact that Sharon has such an affinity to Adam, he's given Sharon all the okays to get out of that relationship. But what about Ray?
Yeah, he's still in love with her.
Well, here's what I'm thinking, and I do in a way feel bad for Ray, but here's what I'm thinking. With Chelsea returning, why not because I can see it. I don't know if you picked it up, but I could see an attraction between Ray and Chelsea.
I think it's
and then the other
collateral
thing
damage.
Is Adam and
that
Sally.
Makes sense.
Adam and Sally, I love the chemistry, but there's a little clink to their triangle. With Chelsea returning, and you got what's her name, Chloe. Chloe is making a good point. Quit going after Adam, because even if Sally seduces Adam, how much do you want to bet that Sally could use that against Adam, saying you slept with an employee of your company? It could happen if she gets mad at him. So that's the only thing I have to worry about on that end. But other than that, I could see Adam and Sally be a pair, but there's that kind of Me Too movement that's kind of causing fans to, we're not sure how we feel about this.
Okay, so I'm going to step in right now. I relished the Sally character coming to Genoa City. I love the fact that she would be on campus. That they've gone this far with it, I'm so not there anymore. Sally just doesn't have a place. There's no route to keep her there. And if this is the storyline to usher her back off the canvas, I'd be very okay with it. But that is still a storyline, I'm very disappointed.
I'm with you. Why do we have to keep seeing Sally versus Phyllis? It's almost like a comic character in a cartoon fighting all the time. It's getting old.
I'm going to tell you exactly. Sally versus Phyllis is exactly this. Marilyn Monroe versus Ariana Grande.
Mm-hmm.
They're just not in the same league.
Just about. And why bother?
Exactly. Sally,
okay,
as
so
much as
I've got a question.
Wait, hold on, Willie. Let me just finish
I'm sorry.
this thought.
Go ahead.
As much as I hate to say this, Sally coming over to The Young and the Restless was wasted. There was so much more that they could have done with her, but they put her in so many directions. It was a waste. It was a waste. At this point, I'm just ready to see Sally go, and I love her.
Where did you want her? Where did you want her to start, Anthony?
With Jack. I wanted her to start with Jack and the Abbott family, because that would have cemented her into the Y&R canvas. Right now, she's just a foil for everything they're trying to do. She's not a character that means anything long term. She's just a foil for everything that's happening on screen as we see it. And honestly, Sally Spectra, the great, the absolutely incomparable Darlene Conley, deserves better than that. And so does, what's her name in real life? Courtney Hope.
Courtney Hope.
Is it Courtney? Yeah. And so does Courtney Hope. Because Courtney Hope is a great actress. She deserves better than
she
that.
brings it.
But having said that, the consolation prize is she done married Chad. Now, I'll be okay with that. My career not going as well as I need it to go, but I'm going to go home and sleep with Chad? Yeah, I'm okay with that. That's just me personally. How about you, Willie? Are you okay with that? Your career's not going that great, but you get to go home and sleep with Chad?
Oh, yes. Congratulations to Courtney Hope and Chad Jewell. I am just in awe. I love the wedding pictures. They are so amazing to do. That type of wedding thing, it's beyond phenomenal. So congratulations to the happy couple.
Absolutely. All right. Let's jump on our jet and fly east to Port Charles.
So, Carolyn, what do you like about General Hospital so far?
Wait. Hold up. Carolyn, are you watching General Hospital on a daily basis now?
No. I just flipped through Twitter and see little bits and pieces. I'm being honest.
Yep.
Girl,
I just wanted to hear you.
We love you. We know you know we love you, right?
Yeah, I know. I love you too, honey. I want to go back to evil. A couple of shows back. Sheila. I'm. That's how delayed I am. I want mean Sheila. But I can't get into General Hospital. I don't know what it is. I can't get into General Hospital. Why? Tell me.
Okay, real quick. Then you know what? Before we officially start in Port Charles, how about the devil bringing back some dead folk that we severely missed? Which of the dead folk that the devil brought back, Carolyn, are you most excited about?
What, on Days?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, goodness, are we back on Days? we
momentarily.
Because, honey, the devil brought back 3 people from the dead that, we didn't talk about.
Nick, and I love the nostalgia because I always wondered whatever happened to Nick, Vincent Azeri, but I hear he's a real estate agent now. The nostalgia, I just wanted, it's great to see them back, even if it's just for, a moment in time.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay,
and of
so
course,
I have to say this.
Of course, Marlena and that big kiss, that was epic.
Okay, that's where I was going to go. The kiss. The kiss. Come on. The kiss. Carolyn, tell everybody about the kiss.
Well, of course, because I'm an older woman and I like younger men, so I knew what this role was, and I'm sure Deidre loved it.
If you follow the actor that played Nick, he did tease that he enjoyed that tremendously, getting to kiss Deidre Hall.
Yes.
Come on.
Imagine.
Come on. That didn't floor the rest of you?
Oh, I thrilled it. I loved it. I love the actor that plays Nick.
Yeah.
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 Carolyn said it herself. We would love to have Nick back.
He's a cool
he was
dude.
the
I
best
saw
return.
him.
All right. So back to Port Charles and General Hospital.
Okay, now give me something like really juicy. I want something like really juicy that I can sink my teeth into on General Hospital.
Let's think. General Hospital. What is there that's really juicy right now? Oh, I tell you what, I'm loving it. I'm loving the triangle going on right now with Spencer, Trina, Esme, and Cameron.
Oh.
They are so cute together.
Yeah.
They're a young triangle, but I'm loving it because to me, I know they're trying to put Jocelyn and Cameron together. By the way they're acting, you think Jocelyn's going to get pregnant. But I have a feeling, and this is me predicting, I predict that Esme's going to find a way to seduce Cameron and hurt Jocelyn.
Thank you. That's my prediction.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, thank you.
Why else? Why else
you.
is she inviting strangers she doesn't know to a cabin that nobody has heard about?
I know.
Thank you.
Will she be tying them
And
up?
I'd like to add a point to it. Poor Cameron, he's going to get his own Nell. I have a feeling.
Okay. Let's
He's going to get away.
General.
He's going to get away.
Wait. Let's
His
look
own
at
Nell.
the history of General Hospital real quick. There's a mystery man all over town, and there's a phone call about Elizabeth and Jeff, et cetera, et cetera. Let's look at the history. Elizabeth has never had the family support that anybody would expect, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it absolutely, entirely makes sense. They're going to go away for the weekend. Things are going to happen. We might not even see them on screen. And then, boom, Esme's going to become pregnant. And is it Spencer's or is it Cameron's? At the same time, we know at this point that Jeff is coming back to the canvas. There is no reason that General Hospital would be teasing all of this if Jeff wasn't coming back to the canvas.
Right.
So,
okay, I heard about Jeff. I've got a question for you. Is it true to confirm?
Willie, wait. What can we conclude from these pieces of information? Trevor St. John, a.k.a. Todd and his weird twin brother from the
Victor
defunct One Life to Live, has been put on contract at General Hospital. Well,
that is true.
They've mentioned Jeff. There's been the mystery man, et cetera, et cetera. Who's going to pop up to be Elizabeth's dear missing father for all these years? Oh, David, you want to take a guess? Who's Trevor
true
coming
for
on
Trevor
as?
St. John? I don't know.
Who's Trevor coming on as?
They don't. Are you assuming it's Jeff Weber?
I'm assuming it's Jeff Weber. What about you?
I didn't even think that was a thing. I thought that was only rumor that he was coming on. I didn't see anything definite.
Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me add just a tiny bit to this. Yes. There is an absolute 1-year contract with Trevor St. John and General Hospital. He is coming on. I cannot verify in any way, shape, or form that he's coming on as Jeff. However, I have every confidence that with the way that they've been telling the story, that when we see Trevor, it's going to be in the role of Jeff.
Interesting choice. I would picture him older, though, unless they do something with makeup. But
I would picture him older, too. I absolutely agree with you there. However, this is General Hospital we're talking about.
Yeah.
Right. Age
they don't
is
usually
not
play their
considered.
Age just doesn't factor into their casting decisions.
I heard about Trevor St. John being on board. That's what I wanted. That's one question I was going to ask with that on the confirmation. Then the other part I was going to throw is from what I've heard, there's actually going to be two mystery people. Did you hear about the second one? There's another one roaming around Port Charles, and the rumor is that's supposed to be Curtis's dad.
Marshall.
I'm not sure. Is that
okay?
I don't know who the name is, but that's what I heard today. Was the rumor is about Curtis.
Candice and I presented something on this podcast a couple of weeks ago that is absolutely coming to truth.
Okay.
David, do you remember?
Let me see. A couple weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
It's not coming to me right now. You want to fill us in, please?
Phyllis? Dicano?
Yeah. Okay, that one. Yeah.
Charlie's Bar?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one. I heard about that one.
Where's the missing link and all that? Think about it for a moment.
Yep, the daughter.
Yep.
I remember
you
told
David?
me that personally.
Yep. That's happening. It's happening.
It's going to?
Yep.
You know what we're talking about, Will?
Oh, yeah, I know. I don't know if you want me to say it a little bit, but I know which one. I heard about her.
Yeah. Yeah, but do you know who the daughter is?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Let me throw
one
thing into. No, Carolyn, because Carolyn doesn't watch Day to Day. But I want to throw one more thing into this mix. Terry, a.k.a. Cassandra James, a.k.a. Elizabeth's best friend, a.k.a. Chief of Staff, with Britt right now.
With Britt.
Is not who you think she is.
Oh, yes, I heard about that one, too. Get ready, because
that's
going to be really big.
She comes from a very, very, very entrenched in Port Charles life family. She just doesn't know it yet.
So she's not.
Yep,
and
just
Terry
like we
Shen,
heard about Brad. Just like we heard about Brad.
Terry
so
Shen, yeah.
Terry Shen will be back on our screens the first week of December.
And I'm so glad they connected Brad with Mrs. Wu.
Oh, my God, yes.
Yes, I love Miss Wu. I love her. Can we keep her?
Yes, me too.
Anthony?
I love Mrs. Wu. Yes.
Did you watch? I did not watch during the Asian quarter, did you?
No,
I did.
I didn't.
Yes.
I
did.
Can you fill me in? A little bit?
So the Asian quarter had a lot to do with Robin and Anna and the whole Robert thing. There was a police commissioner that was co-commissioner with Anna back in the day, and he had Asian quarter ties. So it's completely legitimate. The Asian quarter has been around General Hospital for 35 years.
So
what else?
So it was Brad's father. Brad's father
was sister
was the
to
lead.
Wu.
Right. And Brad's father was head of the Asian quarter at the time, would we say?
No. Brad's father was the brother who the Mrs. Wu right now. So Brad's father was Mrs. Wu's brother, as was another brother who was the head of the Asian quarter at the time. So as far as we know right now, there are 3 siblings in the Wu Asian mafia, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. I'm jumping up and down because I know where they're going with this, and I'm excited. I heard a lot about it.
And you know how that falls into the whole Hayden storyline, right?
I heard a little tease about Hayden. I wasn't sure. That was going to bring my next question for you is, do we have any confirmation? Is Rebecca Budig returning, or is it true about the recasting?
Okay.
Yeah,
there's a little. The person withdrew, et cetera, is not Hayden, and it's not Holly.
Oh, it's not. Oh, wow.
But the Hayden character is going to be played by Rebecca Budig, and she's only coming back for a limited time to address this storyline. And it is way more.
I heard about that. Yeah. Go ahead.
And it has way more to do with the Cassadines than it actually has to do with Nicholas and the whole plotting to kill her, blah, 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 blah. There's Nicholas stuff. There's, what's her name? Kathleen Gaddy. What's her name? Dr. Obrecht stuff.
Dr.
There's a whole lot more.
Yes.
There's a whole lot more stuff involved. Hayden will be back, and then she'll be gone again. And it has nothing to do with. It's more Cassadine than the Nicholas having had her shot thing. They're trying to make the Nicholas have her shot thing disappear as quickly as possible because they're trying to redeem the Nicholas character after all is said and done.
They need. They have a lot on their hands to do that. It's going to be hard.
They do. However, Robin will be back on the canvas the week between Christmas and New Year's, and then she'll be back for a couple of months at the beginning of the year. So we're going to see a lot of Anna, Finn, Violet, Hayden, the whole 9 yards, and we're going to see the end of this storyline in January.
Oh, my God. Again, it's my birthday. Best birthday present ever. I love Robin and Hayden. No, you made my day because I heard nothing against the actress, but I had heard that they were going to do a recast of Hayden, and when I heard about it, I'm like, I don't see it. I don't see it.
No, people are very confused. We're also going to see a female mob boss come back to canvas, and a lot of people are confusing that with the whole Robin, with the whole storyline. We are going to see Faith Roscoe. We're going to see Faith Roscoe return to the canvas early January.
Okay, again, again, my birthday. Only this time I don't know who Faith Roscoe is, but I heard some good things about her. As far as for the fan characters, I heard that she's going to be a big part of the next chapter of what's going to happen in the new year with General Hospital. So that's great. I'm glad for that for the ratings.
Here's the shocker of shockers.
Oh, go ahead.
Cynthia Preston, a.k.a. Faith Roscoe, had some familial family/familial. Am I saying that right? Familial tie to Cyrus Renault.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
She's got familial ties to Cyrus Renault?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Lordy B.
I got a quick question. What's going on with the Maxie and Austin? Are they pairing them as a couple, or are they just teasing that to nowhere?
That was a tease. We're actually going to see in the new year. We're actually going to see Austin and Brooklyn come together.
We are.
We are.
But that doesn't make sense to me.
Where does that leave Chase?
With Maxie.
Chase will be with
I'm
Maxie?
confused. Is Austin not, what do you call it? Is Austin not a Quartermain related?
He is.
Oh.
But he denounced.
Oh. Are you sure about that, David?
Okay,
well,
I
he
get
signed
where
it
you're
over.
going with it. Okay, it's making sense now. If Austin is not related, if Austin is not who he says he is, then that frees Brooklyn to date him if she wanted to. I get it now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's put it this way. Between now and when this whole storyline is going to heat up, and we're already seeing the beginnings of this, the whole Louise Bailey storyline is going to play a huge factor into where Austin ends up, where Maxie ends up, and the fact that Maxie actually is not looking for blah, 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 blah. Brooklyn is finding a way to blah, 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 blah. And so all that is going to be shook up by the time the whole storyline comes out. What I can tell you, Pam, if you're listening, you're going to be overjoyed. Peter will be on Canvas throughout February sweeps. I can't speak to after February sweeps, but Peter's not going to die between now and February sweeps.
What is the significance of Faith Roscoe? Can you give us a little heads up? Like, what is her past connection to Port Charles? If she was like someone's ex-wife or what?
We don't know as of what we've seen on screen up until now. Who she's related to, Cassadine. Who she's related to, we don't really know. Cassadine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we don't know what her past connections are in the past. Like, she doesn't know Robert Scorpio or what's her name?
No, we don't know who her connections were before we ever saw her on screen, or she's dead as far as we're concerned, but no one's ever dead. We don't know who she's actually connected to.
Okay.
Cassadine.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I have no idea who she's connected to. Cassadine!
Yeah, I get it. I get you now. I get you.
All right. So I'll ask
both
of you. Do we believe that Victor is actually Valentine's father?
No, I don't.
I don't. I'm still...
He likes to play head games.
He's head gaming. That's for now, because I think the bigger picture is I think he's using it because he wants Nicholas's, he wants Spoon Island there. He wants all of that.
He wants to target Nicholas. Yeah, he's after Nicholas.
And that's why.
Okay.
I don't see Valentine believing him yet, but...
Oh, I see where this is going. You just gave me an idea here. If he's not really the Cassadine, this is going to be great. This is going to be great. I can see where Hayden would have to come in, and she'd have to defend Nicholas and protect him in some kind of way where he will be redeemed, but he's going to have to apologize for trying to shoot her years ago.
Well, she knows all that.
And where does Faith Roscoe fall into all that?
But for him to apologize,
Willie,
he didn't apologize for shooting her.
You're on the right track, Willie, but think about Faith
I hear
Roscoe.
You. I get an idea.
Think about Victor Cassadine.
Yeah.
Those two characters are going to play very, very directly into the storylines. But
I'm
Willie,
loving the idea
right
of it. I'm loving this idea so much because now we got Ava that's married to Nicholas, so this is going to be a really fun story.
Now think about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whenever it was the last time we saw Sean Blakemore. What's his name on General Hospital?
Blakemore.
Sean. Yeah.
Sean.
What's his name in real life?
TJ's dad?
Sean Blakemore. Sean Blakemore is his real name.
Okay. Him.
So how does he fit into all this?
How does Alexis fit to this? Alexis just got freed, right?
Yes.
Nicholas contracted for Hayden to be shot.
Right.
Sean went to prison for that crime.
Right.
Hayden,
he committed.
Faith, blah, 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 blah. What puppet master could be pulling all of these strings at one time?
Okay, they could have it either or. You could have it where they could bring back Helena, they could do a Phazon, or they could do another one. What was the other one, the other villain that they had? Jasper's brother. I keep forgetting his name right now.
Jerry?
Ding, 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 ding.
When anything this crazy happens in Port Charles, it reminds me of Days of Our Lives, Stefano DiMera. Jerry Jax is the Stefano DiMera to Port Charles.
Jerry Jax.
Remember, he poisoned the water in Port Charles.
All I'm going to say is Jerry Jax, a.k.a. Sebastian
Roche,
is back on contract for March, April, and May of next year.
Oh, my God. They're really pushing the story limits. I love this. This is going to make a Happy New Year indeed. I love Jerry Jax.
Indeed. Now, I just hope that everything that's going on with Ingo doesn't affect the storyline that's already been written up to this point.
Here's how I see it. They don't have to kill Jasper. They can just send him off, go to Australia for a little bit. He needs to regroup after everything that he's gone through between Nina and Sonny and Carly, because I'm sure they're giving him a headache. Give him a little break, but then he can return later and kind of give everybody a heads up. Warning, my brother's on the loose, and he's going to cause more trouble. Everybody in Port Charles says, where have you been? Your brother's already been doing half of this stuff to all of us, and you haven't even, you weren't here to defend us. You see, that would be perfect, because that's how it involves everybody on the board.
Exactly. The whole key to this is Faith Roscoe. And when she finally comes back, all I have to say is, oh, my God, it's going to throw General Hospital into the next stratosphere.
But I'm throwing myself to the mercy of the court. I'm going to tell Frank this. Do not kill Jasper Jax as whatever. I don't care what's on the internet or nothing like that right now on this. Jasper Jax is a pivotal character. You can always bring him back. They can always cast him in the future if they need to. But don't kill him off. Don't do any lazy writing. The character and the actor, they don't deserve that.
I agree with you on a show that I love, Perspective. However, no one's ever done in Port Charles. Oh, my God, I have the hiccups. I'm so sorry. Having said that, I have to run.
Are you drinking?
But I will.
Are you drinking wine?
No, I have the hiccups for no reason. I have no wine in me at all, I promise.
Oh, darn.
All right, Carolyn, Willie, David, Candice, who's not here, Pam, who's not here, I love you all. Happy 9-year anniversary. I'll be back in 2 weeks.
Night. Happy anniversary.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, Anthony. There he is. And so, Will,
Yes, I'm here.
Carolyn?
Yes.
Okay, good. I want to just take a moment. Yeah, let's take a moment and tell us, okay, my guess is, who do you think Chase will end up with, Will?
I'm not sure because, fans are very fickle, but here's how I see it, and this is just me. Again, this is a writer in me. If we were to bring Robin back, and she's going to be visiting a lot more than what we expected, which is so good.
Right.
The writer in me could see Robin get chemistry with Chase.
Give Robin a younger man?
Yes. Only because Patrick is he's out of sight right now. We don't have to say he cheated. Just let them be on the outs, whatever. They're separated, whatever. Or they could be divorced.
Right.
And let Robin start fresh. Let her meet Chase. Let them share chemistry. I don't care. Let's do it right. Let them get involved in this mystery coming in and let them draw closer. And this is Chase's way of getting someone that he's never met before in that way of the past, and he can start fresh too. And in a way, they're both starting over. So this would be perfect for both of them.
They are.
No
and,
baggage.
I always thought, I was surprised that when they had Chase and Willow on before, and that Willow would be the face. Willow would be the new face of light and humanity and all that, but they tarnished her, and they made Chase that person. No,
yeah, I think that's where they messed up. Yeah, they ruined that. Yeah.
I don't think they ruined. I think he's perfect. He's playing that by all the keys. He is the heart of his. He is the heartbeat of his family. Because he seems to have more.
I mean,
ties.
They ruined
with
Kate
Willow
and Willow.
The storyline.
They had a great story to begin with, and I don't care for Willow at this point, but at the same time, I liked them as a couple. They were fun to watch, and they ruined that really fast. That's really sad. Kind of like what they've done with Amanda and Devon on Young and the Restless. They have no idea where they're going with them.
Yeah, they have a good thing going, and then they ruin it. I mean, here's back to Days, just touching on that. Here goes Rafe again. Rafe is never going to find that. Yeah, he's never going to find the partner. Things are going along great, and then it blows up.
And I think that's where General Hospital did the default, where they're like, well, just put Willow back with Michael. That's where fans are like, oh, not this again. Well, that's what we get, because you didn't have anybody else for Willow. There's nobody else, really. Unless you brought back Morgan, that's the only one she can date right now.
And Chase has really more opportunity.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love General Hospital, but I think the cast could be a little evenly out, a little more better, because we've only got so many characters for each person. It's kind of like playing that one song where everybody's got the chairs and your musical chairs. There's only so many characters for each guy with each girl. Someone's going to be left out because it's not matching. There's just too many that are unmatching.
Yeah. It's true.
That's like asking fans, who should Peter be with? Well, if Peter can't be with Maxie, who's left? He can't date anybody. There's nobody left.
That's true. So if we go back to Days, Carolyn and Will.
Yes.
Who is that person on Days that is the heartbeat of their family, and you don't see anything wrong, but things happen to that person because of the way they are. You know, it's all sunshine and
yeah.
warmth. And who is it on days? Who do you think that person is?
Carolyn, I'm going to let you go first. Go ahead.
Oh, and it's hard. I mean, they just, when things go good, then it just blows up, and I can't even think of anyone. I mean, there's so much deception going on. Even Doug and Julie, and Victor, and I don't know. Right now, I can't think of anybody.
My answer is going to make you drop your jaws, but I really think it's Johnny. I believe it's Johnny because to me,
I'm not too sure about him just yet. Whether he's just
but the way I see Johnny, the way I see Ron writing Johnny, it kind of reminds me he's rewriting another version of Will Horton in another way.
You think so? Yeah, because they're both writers, I guess.
Yeah,
maybe
you've got one that's gay and one that's straight, and they're kind of they're related, which is perfect, and that's going to fit perfect with the history. Whether we get new writers or Ron stays on for the next 5 years, that's perfect because it's staying to history. You've got Will, that's the writer, and now you got Johnny, the writer, and from there you can just branch on to different stories. The only thing I'm getting tired of is, and I'm fine if Allie ever left, but I'm getting tired of Allie being so judgmental of Johnny. It's like, Allie, just if you want Chanel, get her. If you don't want her, leave her alone.
Yeah.
There's the way they're going. If they're going to do that, you're going to laugh. But if Chanel and Allie are going to get together in some way down the road, then who's left? That would mean Trip and Johnny might as well date each other. That's what's the problem. There's just so many characters that there's no one left. So they're going to have to turn him out gay or bisexual because what's left for Johnny? Unless they write him off because you don't have anybody.
No, you just have the gut feeling that something's gonna happen. It goes along so nice, and they're getting it's predictable, and then all of a sudden, what's happened now?
I got a twist for you. I'm not sure if they're related because I know half the cast on Days is related to each other as far as characters go. But what is Kate's mom's name again? The one that's with Brady?
Kate? The one that's with Brady?
Kate's
Which
mom?
one? Because
Brady, no, it's Brady. Yeah, Brady's baby mama, the one that left with the kid. What was his name? Oh, what was his name?
You're talking about Teresa?
Teresa, I love her.
Teresa.
Let Teresa come, and if Johnny's not related to her, let him have fun. But that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Half the cast is related to each other. Teresa and Johnny would make fun. Yeah, they would make a fun chemistry together. I mean, I know a lot of people didn't like JJ with Eve, but it was hot. Johnny and Teresa would be hot too.
Well, that would be different.
Yeah,
and that would make
JJ and Eve started something.
That would be fun because Sammy would have a reason to hate Eve. I mean, Teresa.
No, that's that.
I'm just thinking these are some other storylines that they could think about, like in the future wise. I just feel bad for the character of Sammy because the only one that besides EJ that they're pushing her towards, who else is left for Sammy besides Rafe or what's her name?
Well, she's already she's
Lucas.
already been with Rafe. She's already been with Rafe.
She's had almost half the town of the guys. She can't date. Well, oh my God, I know it.
Don't put her.
What's his name?
With her
Sean
father.
Douglas.
I mean,
Is Sean Douglas related to her? That's her brother-in-law, right?
Sean
How
D is her
related
cousin.
to each other?
Yeah.
Oh my
Sean
God!
D is
And
her cousin.
we've been there before. We've gone there before on days. Don't forget, Max and Stephanie dated.
Will.
Yes.
Will, Carolyn.
Yes.
Sean Douglas is Bo and Hope's son. And Sammy is Roman and Marlena's son. They're cousins.
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to go there, but I'm just saying that's what's the problem. They need to get these characters, they need to find them some other more interest around the area. It's kind of like what you were saying back, or you or Anthony were saying something about that we're Los Angeles, let's find other people. Let's do that. We've got
it's hard.
Because
if you put down on paper that family tree and
that's what I'm saying. You crossed everybody out. There's really nobody left.
No.
It's like Marlena.
Intertwining.
Yes, Marlena has John, but if John never left, who the heck could Marlena date? She can't date nobody. Half the town's related.
No.
About, yeah. Well, she could always call Carolyn up and ask.
I'd say go and find Nick. dig Nick up.
Do you have any updates on what's going on with Justin and Bonnie? Is there anything going on with that that's going to start some traction? Because I'm getting I love Bonnie.
Oh no, they're really they're
married.
All the cats are out of the bag. They're good. They're good to go. They're married now and everything's fine. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Okay, so what's the truth? Break it down for me. Is Sarah really coming back? Because you're going to laugh.
I
don't want her back.
Do you follow her?
I have not heard anything.
Do you follow her on Twitter?
Oh, what's going on Twitter? Did she say she's coming back?
No, I follow her on Twitter. I don't think she'll be coming back. No.
Oh, okay. It's nothing against the actress. It's just I can't stand the character because they don't know what they were doing with the character at some point, it seemed like. So I'm just saying I really am enjoying Gwen and Xander together. They are adorable.
Oh yeah, they're bonding and her separation anxiety. She says, "Oh, you're the only man," and now Jack has thrown her to the side. Jack's leaving, right?
I'm okay with Jack leaving. I'm kind of bored with Jack already.
I won't miss him. But Jennifer's coming back, so I don't know what's happening
there. This is what I heard. Yeah,
okay.
I can't confirm anything. I can't.
Okay.
It's not confirmed, but they say that Melissa Reeves is coming back for Christmas.
Right.
To ask Jack to move to Boston with her.
Oh, so she's going out. She's leaving again? She's just coming in for
I heard about that. I heard Jen's only coming in for a brief moment. Yeah, they're not going to keep her too long. No.
No,
but it makes sense.
Okay.
It makes sense. They don't have a story for Jennifer right now, so it makes sense to let her be gone for a little while.
Yeah.
It's sad because, you get rid of so many core.
Yeah. It's just there's no rhyme nor reason there.
No.
Are we going to touch on the man that played the father on Y&R, Jerry Douglas?
Oh yeah. Let's
Who? What
say
are
a
we
little
talking
fair.
about?
Jerry Douglas.
Now that's when I used to watch Days, and he was he was fantastic. I really liked him. Does anyone know what really happened? Now they killed him off, right?
He died. His character was killed off on
And then he came back. Now, was it due to health reasons that he didn't want to continue acting all the time? Does anyone know the story? Now, I read a little bit.
I'm not sure. I thought it was my
understanding. Did he retire?
Dictated. No.
Oh, okay. There you go. Okay.
This was way back when they decided to kill his character off, and I believe it was storyline dictated.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Probably.
Yeah. I am sending my deepest sympathies and condolences. I got to tweet his wife, and I did tell her that I grew up watching him on The Young and the Restless when I was a kid, growing on up older, and he'll always be remembered, never forgotten.
Well, when you're talking about a storyline, I mean, he was the glue. He was one that kept.
He was.
The family.
Oh
together.
yes, I love Jack Abbott. He's my wasn't that not Jack Abbott? I'm sorry, John Abbott.
John.
Too Abbott. Too many Abbott. I love John Abbott. He was amazing, and I loved his humor.
Yeah, the voice. Yeah. He was always the voice of reason, and that's what I find is it's missing in I think in all the soap operas, the strength and the father figure. He was. I enjoyed the feuds between John Abbott and Victor Newman, and his arguments that he would have with Jill. Those were priceless. Oh, yeah. They were classic. No, it was. Yeah. And a beautiful family. I saw pictures, of his wife and his son. Yeah, beautiful family.
Oh, yes. It made me cry.
Yeah.
Well, we have to say goodnight because we got a couple minutes. So.
Okay, so I got a quick question for you real quick. Where are we going with this Amanda and son story? Are they just going to wrap it up finally, or are we still in lingo for that?
I don't know where they're going. They just showed her scenes yesterday in flashbacks when she was on the stand. And she did pretty good there. You haven't heard no updates of what's going to happen for Amanda? No, I have no updates.
Okay, that's all right. Well, thanks everybody. Wish everybody a great day, and thanks for having me.
Yeah, great. Feel better, Pam.
Yeah,
Feel
great
better,
show tonight.
Feel better, everybody. Bye. Love you.
Have a great weekend.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Get connected with Take Two Radio on Facebook or Twitter at Take Two Radio. For email updates on future shows, follow at Blog Talk Radio. For previous episodes, upcoming guests, and more, visit Take2Radio.com.